Okay, welcome to your class for today. This is a reminder of your final exam. So the final exam is 100 multiple choice questions and 10 short answer questions. Each of those short answer questions is worth 2 marks each. So your whole exam is out of 120. 30 of those marks will come from material before the midterm, 90 marks from material after the midterm. You can see the dates. Wednesday, April 28th is the due date from the university. And I'm making that right before midnight. And then I will be distributing the final exam at 12 a.m. Tuesday morning, April 27th. So that gives you all day Tuesday and all day Wednesday, so 48 hours to do that exam. So for today's class, I'm doing a review of transcription and translation. I'm also going to talk about activation, deactivation of satellite cells, adaptation to resistance training. That includes hypertrophy and hyperplasia, so increase in muscle fiber size and number, adaptations to endurance training, and then possible interference between resistance and aerobic training. So a few multiple choice questions for review here. Which of the following is not involved in transcription? And the correct answer here would be B, ribosomes. So ribosomes are not involved in transcription. Which of the following is not involved in translation? The correct answer here would be C, your DNA. So to help figure out those answers, I've got this diagram again. So this is what I posted for you last day. You can see that protein synthesis starts off in the nucleus of your muscle fiber through a process called transcription. So you have your DNA, which is a large molecule that encodes all your proteins. And then when you want to express a protein, mRNA is going to produce a copy of a portion of that DNA that encodes a specific protein. That mRNA or messenger RNA is then going to leave the nucleus. So it contains the message for that new protein. It goes to a ribosome. It docks with a ribosome in the cytoplasm. And that's where your protein synthesis is going to ultimately occur. And this occurs through a process called translation, which involves translating the message on the mRNA into a new protein. So you have a code on your mRNA. It encodes for a specific protein. And then you have this transfer RNA called tRNA for short that brings in individual amino acids one at a time. So these are your building blocks for a protein until you get a long chain of amino acids that's going to form a protein. And then you have the protein formed. And then after a certain time period, that protein will degrade. And then you'll have the whole process occurring again if you want to synthesize a new protein. Again, review question. What specialized type of cells are greater in people who are responders? So those that can achieve a lot of hypertrophy or increase in muscle size with resistance training. The answer here would be your satellite cells. So these are specialized cells that sit outside your muscle fiber, and they are activated in response to resistance training, and they form new nuclei or myonuclei within your muscle fibers, and that gives you a greater capacity for protein synthesis.